The Ducati Multistrada V4 Rally has arrived. Based around the Multistrada V4S that was launched last year, Ducati have redesigned parts of the bike to make it better over longer distances, focusing on rider and passenger comfort, and also to make it even more capable off-road too. In this video we'll take a look at the updates for the Rally, what benefits they have, and the 3 trim levels that it comes in with the prices. Hello and welcome to Moto Chatter, let's dive into the details. The first thing the keen-eyed of you will notice is that the tank is different. The Rally has a larger aluminium tank, now 30 litres, just under 8 US gallons. That's an 8 litre or just over 2 US gallons increase over the V4S. It does mean now that there is no room for the handy phone storage compartment that is located in the tank area on the V4S, so Ducati have moved it into the left-hand fairing so you don't lose that feature. With more fuel in the tank you can go further, but that also means more time in the saddle. Therefore the Rally has a longer tail than standard, allowing the top case to be moved back 6mm and the side panniers back 30mm, so creating more space on the bike, particularly for the passenger. The seat is adjustable between 870 and 890mm, but there is a range of low and high seat optional kits available too, which together give a range of adjustability of 805mm to 905mm depending on the kit you install. So the Rally can accommodate almost any size of rider, giving them confidence with their feet firmly planted on the ground. Giving the rider even more confidence, especially on loose surfaces, it is possible to have the suspension lower by 20mm when stationary and under slow speed riding. The suspension will also help the rider lift the bike off the side stand too when the ignition is on if it is needed. The Rally has a wider front profile too, with a 40mm higher screen which is also 20mm wider itself, creating a bigger air bubble and deflecting more wind blast from the rider and particularly from the passenger. There are also new deflectors to help with this, and the air venting to the rider's legs have been made bigger to allow for more airflow in hot riding situations, but can also be shut down in colder riding conditions too. There is more heat shielding to protect the passenger on hot days, and the rear bank cylinder deactivation has been extended when stationary and riding slowly, which both cuts down on the heat created by the engine and improves the fuel economy and in turn the range. All these changes should add up to a more comfortable and pleasant riding experience, especially on long days in adverse weather, but it's not called the V4 Comfort, it's called the V4 Rally, so has to live up to that name. As such, Ducati have made some tweaks and changes to the Multistrada V4 to give the Rally better off-road legs. The Rally has the latest Evo version of Ducati's Skyhook semi-active suspension, which includes a new fork sensor which is more accurate, and Ducati tell us gives an immediate response, so actively adapting the suspension settings to the surface and riding conditions quicker still. The Rally gets 200mm of suspension travel front and rear, which is a significant increase over the standard 180mm at the rear and 170 at the front. In addition, the Rally has 15 more millimeters of ground clearance over standard at 235mm. Both these modifications clearly make for a bike with more ability on the dirty stuff. The Rally suspension also allows for more preload adjustment, electronically controlled of course. The foot pegs have tool-less adjustment between 2 positions, just twist with your finger and thumb, and the adjustable handlebar positions are clearly marked, although you will need some tools for that. All these tweaks should make it easier to adjust the bike for off-road riding or any other riding situation. The 2-piston 265mm rear brake on the Rally has been redesigned to give more braking feel and power. Up front you still have the twin Brembo M50 style M monoblock calipers with 330mm discs, so are not going to want for stopping power even when fully loaded. The Rally runs the same 90-degree V4 Gran Turismo engine introduced last year as the other Multistrada V4s, but Ducati couldn't resist tinkering here too. The Rally having new camshaft timing and a new exhaust pre-silencer, these changes coupled with the extended cylinder deactivation mean the Gran Turismo engine in the Rally is putting out less emissions and should get better fuel consumption than the V4S. For a more detailed look at the Multistrada V4S and the Gran Turismo engine, you can check out my videos on them. I also have a video on the more road performance focused Multistrada V4 Pikes Peak. I will leave some links at the end of this video to make them easier for you to find. Power output of the Rally is 170 horsepower at 10,750 rpm with 89 pound-foot of torque at just under 9,000 rpm. It is a 1,158cc unit, has a counter-rotating crank and a twin-pulse firing order. A key point with the engine is that it has conventional valves, no desmodronic system here, which means the valve service interval is a huge average 60,000 kilometers or 36,000 miles, with the oil change every 15,000 kilometers, 9,000 miles or 24 months, leaving plenty of time to enjoy the bike. As with the Multistrada V4S, the Rally has an up and down quickshifter, cornering ABS, traction control and wheelie control. It has the 6.5-inch TFT display with phone connectivity and mirroring, and 4 ride modes, with the Rally having a specific off-road mode which limits power to 114 horsepower but gives direct throttle response. The ride modes affect the suspension settings too, but all the settings are configurable via the screen menus and joystick control on the left-hand bar. The Multistrada V4 Rally also comes equipped with Ducati cornering lights, very useful for late arrivals or early morning departures, particularly on uneven surfaces and winding mountain passes. The Rally also comes standard with Ducati's front and rear radar, which was first introduced on a motorbike with the Multistrada V4s last year and is an option on the V4S. The rear radar gives you blind spot monitoring and the front adaptive cruise control, both these systems keeping you safer and much less fatigued for times when you have to spend long hours in traffic. There are 3 trim options for the Rally: Radar, which is the base model, Adventure Travel Plus Radar, which gives you heated grips and heated saddles plus the aluminium side cases. If you were to add the optional top case too, that will give you a total luggage capacity of 117 litres or 31 US gallons. The 3rd trim for the Rally is the full Adventure trim, which adds a road legal Agropovich silencer and carbon front mudguard to what has already been mentioned. Prices for these are on screen now. There are 2 colour options, Ducati Red of course, and the black with red, which does cost around £500 or euros more, but includes the bare brushed aluminium finishing to the tank and is bespoke to the Rally. All the Rallys have lightened spoked wheels as standard, a 19-inch front and a 17-inch rear, and are fitted with Pirelli Scorpion Trail 2 tyres, and the Rally weighs in at a reasonable 260 kilos or 573 pounds wet. The Multistrada V4 Rally comes out slightly more expensive than a similarly spec'd BMW R1250GS Adventure, the current king of sales in this adventure segment. The Ducati though is arguably more modern, being better equipped with a radar, the newly developed V4 engine and semi-active suspension, and now with this Rally edition could its extra off-road credentials, bigger tank and rider and passenger comfort see it go after the GS's crown? Let me and others know what you think in the comments below. For more details on the Multistrada V4S and the Multistrada V4 Pikes Peak, you can click the links here. Please do like and subscribe if you like the video. There are more on the way. Make sure you have a great day, and as always, thanks for watching.